What's up, Redeemers? Welcome back to another video. I'm Zach.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Jarek.
You guys already know what's going on. Well, you don't know what's going on. Today we have people that tried to destroy BTS but failed.
Dickheads.
That was salty. Make sure you guys are subscribed, because if you're not, you failed. Make sure you share, comment, like, everything. Make sure you're on the Patreon, because we have what over there, Jarek?
Well, we got like exclusive videos.
Damn.
We got dance practices,
Damn.
live videos.
Damn.
We drop like 80 videos a month.
So what y'all doing?
It's crazy.
Like, I
on
know
the
y'all let us
Patreon.
YouTube, but the Patreon got the heat. But without further ado, excuse me, let's jump into this video.
While BTS keeps soaring high, some jealous creatures just can't accept it. Though many will try to rip their careers, they always seem to fail miserably. So what are some of the ways people have tried to destroy BTS? Recently, a Fox News commentator mistakenly angered ARMYs, a fandom he clearly underestimated. Tucker Carlson shamelessly insulted the K-pop
Here we go.
summit only hours after BTS visited the White House to address anti-Asian discrimination and Asian inclusion and representation, with President Joe Biden telling his viewers things have gotten very bad for Joe Biden, both public-facing and internally. What are they going to do about it?
Get him the fuck out of here.
Well, they broke glass in case of emergency and invited a Korean pop group to speak at the White House today, he explained. He then added,
Yeah, so we got a Korean pop group to discuss anti-Asian hate crimes in the United States. Okay, good job, guys.
then proceeded to say that bringing the international celebrities to Washington was degrading to the country. Yep, they hate the country and they're trying to degrade it, and it's working, Carlson said with a smirk in a segment in which the White House was nicknamed the Nut House by on-screen graphics, before going on to make baseless charges of white supremacy in the Biden administration. Hundreds of tweets flooded the talker's mentions and overwhelmed his feed, giving Carlson a hard lesson not to mess with the boys, or you'll face the wrath of the ARMY fandom. A few years back, a Korean news reporter once attacked BTS with an inappropriate question. And it wasn't the fans who came to the rescue this time. During a Q&A portion of their press conference for Map of the Soul Persona album,
Gotcha.
a Korean news reporter brought up a previous album of the group, Wings. The
Gotcha.
question went, you mention a lot about the inspirations behind your albums, and I want to ask you a question about how you gain inspiration from various works. I was curious if you were inspired by other works for your previous albums, outside the latest one. Last February, there were talks about Blood, Sweat, and Tears being inspired by another work. I was wondering if you can talk more about that, or about the news reports that talked about it. Suga and RM were confused by the question, so the reporter stopped going around in circles and directly asked them how they felt about the charges that Blood, Sweat, and Tears concept was taken from the work of a French photographer. Suga grabbed the microphone as the reporter finished his question
That's
and
one
firmly
fucking
answered,
picture, dog.
in regards to that, our company's legal team is talking to the photographer. I believe that our official stance will be the same as our company's. Our company is currently looking into it, so I'm sure we'll know more when the results come out. Thank you. Fans were so proud of Suga for the comeback and laughed at the other members' reactions. Who wouldn't be in awe of Suga's badass remark, right? If you enjoyed this video, then you'll surely be interested in this one about how BTS almost got canceled.
That's weird.
Those of a lot of people are watching.
It is.
While
I wanted a little bit more of that though. I feel like it's more
Is a couple more.
Yeah, I feel like it's some more people to get off on that we ain't that we ain't get off on.
That's just weird. Like, people get inspiration from paintings and photography for
Yeah,
videos.
what the fuck are you trying to say by that?
Yeah, I didn't know what they were trying to
Yeah,
imply
it's like,
because that
what?
Like,
That's art.
Yeah,
There's
well,
one
first off,
picture.
the image that they're talking about is a God tier shot, but that's like one of a million God tier shots in Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
And it's not like piece by piece. It's them sitting at the table. They don't have them in the carriage.
Did fucking the photographer get fucking like his ideas from like the Last Supper or something?
Right.
So I mean, like what like, you know, so do we want to keep pointing fingers at everybody?
We're going to point at the next person.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like anything to say, and it was a weird ass question just to ask. The fuck is you asking about shit about Blood, Sweat, and Tears? They on a Map of Soul. We on a whole nother
That
album.
remind
a whole
me of
nother
like
joint.
when reporters ask NBA players dumb questions.
What, you like what?
Who do you marry your game after?
You lost tonight. What does that mean for you?
You guys were on the losing end. What do you think could have helped you guys win?
No, when the Eagles into the Super Bowl, they was like, "Is this a must-win game?"
Like,
He was like,
It's a
"Yeah,
fucking
it's the
championship
last
game.
joint."
What the fuck?
it's the Super Bowl.
Yo, reporters do be asking dumbass questions sometimes. Yo, I
I
ain't
think
gonna lie.
journalism is damn near dead. That's really what it is. I feel like niggas just be like in a cubicle, just doing
Just
shit,
trying to make shit up.
just making
Like,
shit
what is
up.
the craziest question I can ask?
What's the dumbest shit I can ask and try to get a reaction out of somebody so I can have clickbait?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the take.
Shout out Sugar for, you know, giving a nice statement. I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like this shit was stupid. But yeah, shout out Suge. Just
I would've
you
been
know,
like,
our,
next
our legal
question.
team is handling everything.
I'm not going to lie, too. The first person was giving All Lives Matter. Like Blue Lives Matter vibe.
Oh, yeah, that motherfucker.
That was just like, bro, what are you talking about?
He a hater, man.
Talking about international artists can't come to the White House.
Yeah, it's giving shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
Is
Like, what?
is what it's giving and stuff like that.
It's
If-
Fox News. You know.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
That's why I said journalism is dead, just because people like don't do their homework. If you've listened to a lot of the BTS songs, you can see how invested they are in on like, you know, political things that's going on and
I
just
think
about certain shit.
that is if you, as the White House, want to show people that, you know, you are against Asian hate, you know, invite some Asians to the White House. I don't think, you know, I don't see
The problem.
what's the problem with that. You know what I mean?
Especially when the
Has
whole
there-
point of their visit and stuff was just, you know, what can we do to better things, to kind of stop the hate, you know what I mean, in the U.S. and worldwide and other places and stuff. Like you said, it's kind of just like, why would that be a talking point where
What
it's
the
just
fuck
like,
you want them to
oh,
do? Show the world that we do hate Asians?
yeah,
Like-
fuck did you want them to do? Fight BTS when they got in there? Like,
Yeah,
what the
like,
fuck was
That's a weird headline.
Yo, like,
the nut house? It's just,
again, certain things you can tell when people do just because they want some clout. You know what I mean? They got nothing else to talk about.
yeah, it just was weird. And I get sometimes these
America.
like shows in America. Sometimes I get that these shows be clickbaiting and doing shit like that on purpose, but it's just like
At
it's
some point, y'all gotta realize how dumb y'all fucking
bring
sound.
journalism back.
Yeah, bring some real journalism back. What's y'all problem?
Yeah, so that was dumb. What else we have here? I wish we had a little bit more meat on the bones and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because it really was only kind of like a couple of things. Where'd that picture go?
That was fucking ridiculous, bro.
Like, that was really the dumbest shit I ever heard.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, where's the, like,
I would have been like, you think we the first people to sit on a table and take a picture in the fucking woods?
Yeah, what
The
the
right
fuck?
is
Was this
there,
inspired by pilgrims? Like, what the fuck?
Like-
is this Thanksgiving?
Yo, like, I ain't gonna lie. That's a reach, bro. That's a
Super,
reach.
yo.
The color of the sky is different. It's not the same trees. They not wearing the same fits.
You got people standing around, kids.
That look like any fucking Thanksgiving shot.
Yeah, like midsummer or something.
If you
Great,
had to
it's a
reach-
great photograph.
I would rather you have reached further
But-
and said the Last Supper. That's a
Yeah,
What?
that's why I said like the Last Supper.
That's so dumb.
reporter's got to reach.
Yeah, so I don't know. I felt like all that was stupid. Yeah, this is dumb. And my thing is,
Sugar was like, "Yeah, stop asking me these dumbass fucking questions. The legal team got it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut
They
the
said
fuck
it.
up.
They said it was gonna happen.
Whatever the legal team say,
It's
I
what's
agree
gonna
with them."
Stop
That's
asking
some
those
real G
questions.
shit. He said, "I don't know what they gonna say about it, but whatever they say,
They say
I agree."
Yeah, and I don't know. People just look stupid because it's just like xenophobia definitely is a real thing and still happens, and there's definitely people who are just racist, and obviously everybody at this panel deals with that. America is still 70 to 75% white, so in most major places and stuff like that, it'll be, you just don't never know who's on what type time. But I feel like some people's like cracks in their mask show a little bit more once you start talking and you start hearing them talk like this. Cause some stuff is, to me, is just like kind of flat out racism. It'll be masked and hid like in certain ways, but the more people start talking, you'll just be like, "What?"
or the more that person just starts talking. It's like
Yeah,
you hear the agenda.
yeah, and you can hear it here. And even if somebody be like, "Well, really, he was using the boys as a reason to go at Biden," it's just like, why? And it was stupid. And even I feel like Biden has so many other things that you kind of
You could have said a lot of
come
things
in.
about that. Like,
But this is like the dumbest shit ever. It's just like, well, it's a Stop Asian Hate
there's
campaign,
Black
and they have
Lives Matter.
Asians
and,
there.
like the Asians are laughing, like, bro.
Well, Black Lives
BTS don't
Matter
give a
is
fuck
going
about
on.
that
You
shit.
got
They
black
just there
people
to
at the White House.
It's just
What?
it's so like that.
assume that they're laughing in Biden's face and are planning this whole evil plot to take over America and like, nigga, what? Like, do y'all hear what y'all be saying about these super villains?
I just feel like one Google search would have cleared up, like, some of that shit. Like, you'd have just been like, oh, okay, false alarm. Like,
These actually seem like some nice young men.
yeah.
And you learn how uneducated people are. Also, when they start talking.
Yeah, the American public school system needs a lot of work.
The American
Like,
school
I
system.
went to Harvard.
No, you did not. Well,
Probably.
they be giving those degrees out to certain people.
I believe it.
I said what I said.
Yeah, so
I don't want to say those people.
But those people.
I'm trying to. Yeah,
so shut up.
you remember that Kanye meme? Hold on, let me chill for you.
He's freaking up all the cancer people. He's a bot.
He's a NPC.
But nah, jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all felt about this. It's just weird ass people in this world that sometimes we need to ignore. Jump on the Patreon too for more exclusive content. And shout out to y'all, Army, man. Y'all been holding BTS down for the longest, especially people that have been like day one
Real
Army.
army.
Yeah, because sometimes they
BTS
need
wanted to
protecting.
go to war. They could go to war.
They'd have enough people. It'd be like Endgame. All the portals would be opening up, and all the army people from all over
If
the world.
BTS was like, "Yo, army, we about to take over the world," they probably really can.
I don't think
Not
so.
Splinter Cells. He said people just like, Now, jump in the comments, give us some more information. Definitely gonna be doing more videos like this.
Woo!
But other than that, we love you guys. We're gonna holla at y'all.
Bye.
Peace.